it's important to actually go ahead and get some debates in because I've been peeking in and out of TikTok all day. And the thing that I've noticed is the rampant misinformation and disinformation that MAGA has tried to portray all day. And I'm like, nope, not gonna stand for that. Not gonna stand for that. Not gonna let MAGA lie. So we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Again, guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is not late nights. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. Request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking to speak with Trump supporters. Please do not request up if you are friendly. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to these little 1 cent goals. Hey, Blade, to push us out to the FYP. But again, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only looking for some debates. We're only looking to speak with Trump supporters. Maverick, are you a Trump supporter?
Hell yeah. I just had a question for you.
A little bit of gruff in your voice.
I just had a question for you. I just need your opinion on something.
Doesn't really work that way. Are you sure you're a Trump supporter?
Yeah. No, I'm just curious. So they
wait. So who did you vote for in this past election?
I voted for Trump.
And instead of who?
Harris. I think that's the lady's name.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. You don't seem like a Trump supporter.
So they blocked the Trump's plan on birthright citizenship, right?
They did what?
They blocked Trump's plan on birthright citizenship.
Somewhat, yeah. Why?
Yeah, then a federal judge has a class action lawsuit against it, right? But why in that lawsuit does he have it where unborn children have rights? So what's your opinion on that? I'm curious.
I'm trying to figure out if you're actually a Trump supporter or not before I engage. I am.
So Maverick. I thought the left was like, it's my body, my choice, pro-abortion, right?
He is. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, we'll get into it. I just you know what? And I'll say that you seemed a little too polite to be a Trump supporter. I'm just gonna be honest with you, Maverick. That's the part that threw me off. That's why I was a little bit confused.
Well, hold on. Let me start cussing you and calling you everything else underneath the book. No, I'm curious though, because the whole left argument was, pro-abortion, pro this, my body, my choice.
You gotta say.
Oh, AB. Sorry, my fault. My fault. AB. Then mad about the Roe versus Wade being overturned.
Yeah.
Now that a federal judge just grants citizenship for unborn children. How's that work for y'all?
Hold on for a second. We got to do a thing. We got me all a little.
What's a good question for you? It's a good question.
But hold on, you got to follow protocol, right?
All right, cool. Man. What you got?
Maverick. What you got? Do you know who I
am? Black guy in a polo cap.
I am a black guy in a polo cap. That's actually a really good one. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what this is?
It's a TikTok live.
Sorta.
Oh, shit.
Let me give you a proper introduction. Yeah, we're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. We're
oh shit! Hold on. Let me go get my polo shirt on real quick.
We're all across the board, but chill. Give me a second, because let me give you a proper introduction to not only who I am, but what this is.
Oh, you got an intro song? Ladies and gentlemen. Ah, shit! They do big time. Ah, shit. Slim Thug in this thing. Look at him.
Let's get ready to
I'm gonna mute you, but you can't talk over the sound.
We're hopping in Space Jam.
Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only looking for debates. Please do not request up if you are not a Trump supporter. We are not talking to friendlies. This is Sparring with Santana. Guys, if you don't mind, keep doing all the wonderful things. Go ahead and get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Let's get the shares up to at least 50 shares. Guys, don't spam share. That will hurt the live. Share it out, once or twice, and that'll help boost the live. I'm going to keep resetting our daily gift goals. Right now, it's the love you very much. Can we knock those out? It will help boost the live as well. And last but not least, guys, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin, and you get added to the team. It's really good. Make sure you hit the follow button, all this other stuff. So we have Maverick up here. Maverick is a Trump supporter, and Maverick has a couple of questions for me. But before I answer your question, I have a question for you.
What you got?
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Maverick, which one did you vote for? More cruelty, higher prices, less freedom, the love of isms and phobias, or did you just want a king?
More cruelty. That'd be a no. No to higher prices gone down. What freedom? I don't say we lost any freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Isms. I don't know what you mean by that.
You don't know isms and
there's
phobias?
No king.
Okay.
No, I ain't got none.
Okay.
We don't have a king.
I said, or did you want a king?
No.
Okay. All right. So you didn't vote for any of these. You're going to prove me wrong. Listen, let me answer your question first, and then we'll get fully into it. Now, go ahead and give me your question one more time so I fully understand what you were saying.
So I was trying to get your opinion on the federal judge having a class action lawsuit against Trump's birthright citizenship plan.
Mm-hmm.
And in that lawsuit, it grants citizenship for unborn children.
That's not true.
How so?
So first of all, the judge doesn't have the class action lawsuit. The judge approved a class action lawsuit where it was brought forward. They wanted to actually include children and parents. But the judge said, no, that's an overreach. And so for the birthright citizenship class action lawsuit, they are only covering those children, not their parents as well. But it doesn't include, quote unquote, unborn children. Now, I mean, if they win this class action lawsuit, then yes, it technically would, in the sense that going forward in the future, like everyone would have the same protection. So it wouldn't just be, who's here today, but it would be, for future generations if they win this class action lawsuit. But they're not saying like, oh, it's for, babies that aren't. Like, I kind of get what you're saying, but it's not
part
that.
Of it. It's part of it, though.
Kind of. It's just like saying, hey, if we actually make this ruling today, just like any other ruling, if we make this ruling today, then going forward, this is how things work. That's all it is.
But wouldn't that ruin the my body, my choice, though?
How so?
Because if the unborn child has rights, that means somebody can press charges on behalf of the unborn child.
That's not how that works.
Being a citizen.
That's not how that works. So basically what it does, right? Think about it like this. You know how, like, let's say the speed limit on the highway, right? The speed limit on the highway is like 65 miles an hour, right?
Sure.
So what actually happens is, even if you're not a driver today, right? Let's say there's someone who's 12 years old and they can't get their permit until like 16 or whatever. The law will apply to them in the future when they become a driver, but the law doesn't apply to them today because they're not a driver. So all it's saying is, if the person is actually born, then they get birthright citizenship. It's not saying that, oh, they have rights before they, are actually born. That's not how it works.
No, it says the suit is brought on behalf of the pregnant women and immigrants.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're talking. Yeah, it's for the women that are currently pregnant, again, because they're getting ready to have babies. So I hear what you're trying to do, right? I mean, you're trying to conflate the two, but it doesn't work that way. And fun fact, I actually did a full breakdown of this class action lawsuit, and I made a video. If anyone wants to check it out, it's on my page. But I looked into the class action lawsuit, and the judge even limited what they were trying to do, the people that are suing. But no, it does not conflict with the idea of women having access to medical care, which, of course, abortion, having access to ABs. Holy smoke! Sorry, I corrected you, and then I started saying it.
It's so good.
Women having access to healthcare. AB is just healthcare.
Yeah, I think that's how it should be.
Mm-hmm.
I personally don't believe that just because someone wants to abort a baby just to abort a baby.
AB.
Well, I didn't
Listen,
say
you
it.
just did it.
I said abort. I didn't say the whole word.
You right. I don't know. You know, TikTok's funny. But
okay, AB, just to do it because they baby daddy or whatever, going through some drama and some shit.
But you know what? People don't do that though. Like, why do people think that women are just out here just like running around getting ABs? Like, they don't do that.
I personally have witnessed it in high school.
I mean, that's
like the chick went to Florida.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Texas.
Like there may be. I'm not saying that there's no person who has not gotten multiple ABs just because it was whatever. But what I'm saying is when women want this access to healthcare, it's one, it's their decision, but also two, like it's expensive. Like it's not free, it's not cheap.
Oh yeah.
And then also like it's very taxing on their body.
For sure.
So like for some the right, or I feel like the people on the right have been propagandized to believe that women are just around eating babies, and that's just not what they're doing.
I mean, to your point, it is better to eat them than other aspects.
I say yeet. I didn't say eat. I said yeet.
But still, though, like I said, I think it should be done in a more professional manner, 100%, like a straight medical procedure when both the doctor and the mother or the family is understanding the consequences and what it is about, and it has to be like a certain time period as well.
Well, that's what Roe was, right? You do understand, like literally, that's exactly what Roe was. Roe just gave people protections up until the point of viability, and so that's what they actually gave coverage for.
Well, I say timeline because they say what, like 8-10 weeks. That's when you first hear the heartbeat, quote unquote heartbeat.
No. So people like to actually try to say, oh, that's a heartbeat, but it's not. It's what it is how to partner. It's an actual echo, right? There's an echo within the chest. It's not an actual heartbeat, but people try to lie. Well, I don't want to say lie, but they try to conflate it. Most people accept the point of viability is anywhere from 20 to 24 weeks. And that just means that after that time frame, that the baby can, or it's an actual baby in the sense where it can live outside of the mother's womb.
Impulse. That's right.
Yeah. So it can live outside of the mother's womb without the mother. So that's what it really boils down to.
And my only argument to that is why do we have, if that's the case, and that's how we're gonna do medical, right? Per se, just straight medical. Why have life support?
I'm confused with your question.
Because you're technically not, your body is not living on its own. It's using a machine to keep you alive in hopes that your body can recover and stay alive. So if we say that the same for babies, why don't we say that the same for other human beings?
Well, fetuses don't have subjective lived experiences, right? You understand that, like
I get that.
that are on life support have had lives before that, and also, I mean, like they have the ability to make the decision, right? Are they D&D? Or I'm sorry, not D and do not resuscitate, whatever. I'm sorry.
DNR.
I'm so bad when DNR. There we go. I'm so bad at like the letters or whatever. Anyway, do they have a DNR or like whatever decision they made? And a lot of times they can make those decisions for themselves. So like that's the difference.
Well, that's the thing, like the lady out in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, right. Which is like, wild. Like
my
that was sick.
I get that. Like it's fucked up. I get it. Yeah. But my only question is I've yet to see the paperwork on it. No one's yet to come out with it. The lady was a nurse, right? If I'm not mistaken, she was a nurse. She worked in a hospital. And my only question was, did she have a DNR paperwork signed?
Yes, she did.
She did.
Yeah, she had
I
a
personally
DNR.
never seen it.
She had a
That's
DNR,
why.
and not only did she have a DNR, excuse me, she had a DNR, and her husband, her family, they didn't want to keep her on life support. And what actually happened was the fact that the time frame, just because of where she is, Georgia has the heartbeat bill where they say, at the 6 weeks you can't get one. And so they use that to say, even though this lady is, basically unalive, there's a quote unquote baby, and we will continue to grow this baby until the point that it is able to be born, which is wicked work.
Which they're keeping her
they went
life
against
support.
Exactly. They went against not only what she wanted and her husband and her family want. They went against everyone and said, no, this is what's going to happen.
Well, that's what I asked, because I didn't see anything that where she signed it, like it showed that, hey, this is actually what she signed, or any type of proof that she signed.
There's
I don't think I read was just
out
the
about
family. The family wanted to do it, not
no.
her.
There's information about her wishes, and even more so than that. Like, so this is the thing, right? I think one of the biggest reasons that you have power of attorney and family, right, is to make those decisions when you can't make those decisions. So, like, for me, me and my wife have these conversations all the time, right? And I've told her, like, hey, when I kick the bucket, I don't want a funeral. I want to be cremated, right?
Yeah.
Like, and you talk about these things, and like, I think if I were to unalive, and then my wife knows that I want to be cremated, and then someone, else in my family or the state or whatever just say, nope, we're not going to cremate him. We're going to give him a funeral, and you have to pay for the funeral. You got to pay for the casket and the burial and all this other stuff. When, like, that's not what we wanted. Like, why would you even do that?
But think about it. How many people you think actually goes through the proper documentation of doing the power of attorney?
It depends on who you are and where you are in life. I mean, I think that's different. I don't have the numbers on it, but like, even more than that, I think that makes the point that you should be able to lean on the people, family, right?
Yeah,
because if it's not an actual official document, then you got to go with the family.
Well, I get that's the thing though. Like, the hospital can't sway with what the family wants. If that power of attorney documentation was signed, then yes, by law, legally, they have to go with what the family says, or whoever is the power of attorney.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you, how many people you actually think that actually does the proper channels of power of attorney?
Yeah,
I can honestly say I don't never seen the fucking paperwork. I probably never signed the fucking paperwork. Once I'm deceased, passed away, I mean, who's me to give a fuck, right?
Yeah, well, and even more than that, like, I think that's one of the big that point right there is one of the bigger reasons why I'm such an advocate for like, women and having bodily autonomy, right? Because life is so short, and at any moment, we're not promised the moment to moment, and so having the options and choice and ability and flexibility to do what you want to do, and actually be able to do what you have to do, like, those are important things. So
would you be more leaning towards male birth control or female birth control?
Male. I am such an advocate for all of the people that are screaming, jumping up and down, oh, women should just close their legs, oh, they shouldn't have ABs. How about we do mandatory vasectomies? Like, mandatory vasectomies.
No. Let's start with the birth control first.
No. Mandatory vasectomies. Listen, check this out. One, vasectomies are reversible, right? Especially within a short time frame. As long as you don't necessarily go past a certain amount of time, they're easily reversible. Two, it's a quick outpatient procedure. Like, literally, you can go in and get it done and then leave.
I thought they burn something. Oh,
it's just a quick snip. You're good. Like,
oh shit.
It's super simple. It's super safe. It's super quick, and it's reversible. So you implement mandatory vasectomies, and then when they're older and they're ready, just reverse it.
Yeah, but those ain't bulletproof either, though.
No, they're not. And there's no real form of birth control that's both. I have an aunt who had her tubes tied, and
Still
she
got knocked
still got
up.
pregnant. Yes, with one of my cousins. It's the wildest thing ever.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Your aunt got knocked out by one of your cousins?
No, she had her tubes tied, and she still got pregnant with my cousin.
Meaning,
him.
I'm about to say, whoa, buddy.
No.
I thought only white people did some silly shit like that. That's crazy.
Whoa. Yeah, no. But I say all that to say, like, if people are really serious about any type of if people were serious about any type of birth control or being pro life, right? They would actually do all of those things. Also, chat, I plan on reclaiming the term pro life. Just an FYI, I'm going to make a video about it. We are going to be the ones that are pro life, right? Meaning that we are advocates for people to make the decisions that they want to make, the best decisions for their life. We're also the ones that advocate for the social safety nets, where if people are actually able to have children, that they have a better life. Guys, we're going to take it's going to piss the right off, but we're going to take the term pro-life back. I'm starting it. Anyway, Maverick, I'm a little confused. Like, you and I sound, it feels like you're on just about the same page as me. So why do you support Trump? What did you vote for?
So I said in the Trump's first term, I think he picked the right team, especially in the cabinet, to support him and to help him and to lead him in the right direction as a president from somebody who doesn't have a political background. I always say like his biggest weakness was Twitter. If he can stay the hell off of Twitter, he'd be pretty good, because he says some pretty outlandish things.
He says some wild shit.
But the crazy thing is, though, some of that wild shit is true. That's what's crazy.
Listen, I understand the sense from like his first term, right? I get what you're saying from his first term, because I do agree that he sort of put some good people around him his first term. He had people who wanted to make sure that he stayed within the guardrails and did certain things, and he kind of listened his first term. But how does that get you back to where he is now? Because he fired all those people. He was open about like not bringing the people that quote unquote knew more than him, all of those types of people in. And so he wanted yes men and people that don't really know what they're doing. I mean, like, he made a podcast. He made podcasters the head of the FBI. Like, so, and then he made a Fox News.
Patel?
Yeah.
He wasn't just a podcaster, though.
He was doing podcast. Him and Bandino.
Yeah, but Patel has numerous of years in the FBI sector.
I mean, yeah, so him, and then even I was gonna go with Pete Hegseth next. How he made a Fox News host, the head of the Department of Defense. He put another Fox News personality, Dr. Oz, in charge of like medicine and all. So yes, they do have like some quote unquote experience, but not the level of experience that they should have to be able to be like the leaders of these actual,
Yeah, but you can even look at the what's her name, the McMahon's wife that's over education.
Makes no sense.
So it doesn't make any sense, but yet she's just a downfall. That's it. That's all she is. It's just a downfall person. So I believe, why waste someone's an opportunity who, encourages this to continue on, encouraging quote unquote waste in the education fields to keep going on, when essentially you're just gonna get rid of it. So why fight about it amongst yourself per se? Like,
so are you saying that she's there to unalive the Department of Education?
100%. That's what I believe, because they talked about getting rid of the federal Department of Education. So,
but is that what you want?
Yes and no. I say yes because through middle school and high school, especially in Texas, we had the TOS test, we had the tax test, whatever the fuck state recommended testing was. and per se, it didn't let the teachers teach. Like the teachers had a rubric that they had to teach certain things each week, each month. Like they had to learn this, they had to learn what MX plus B is, yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially didn't let them teach, essentially turn them into robots.
You felt like, okay, we'll get to that in just a second. Hold on. Psyops, are you a Trump supporter?
Damn know it.
You said what?
Damn well know it.
You could have just said yes. I mean, you didn't, that was a weird way of, you could have just said yes.
I know, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I am.
All right, give me a second. Maverick, I want to finish up with you, but like, I'm sorry. That feels like it feels like you're not, I don't know. I feel like, I feel
look, when
like
you look at it though,
stick
like,
around.
when I look at it though, so when I looked at how much federal spending was put into these schools, the last statistic I read, it was like between 15 to 16% of federal fundings to these public schools. I'm just like, really? Like the Department of Education budget is pretty high.
Not compared to like other things that we put money into. And that's the problem. Like, I think that there's a misconception as far as like the amount of federal funding and then also what the Department of Education does, because even when you talk about like the curriculum, the Department of Education doesn't set the curriculum on an individual level. That's set at the state level, right?
Yeah,
so
I felt like a lot of influence from the federal level was getting into it. Like I have nothing against the alphabet people or the homos and stuff like that. I have nothing against that. My biggest thing was
you don't.
I supported gay men because my mind, if there's more gay men, there's more chances I'm taking home the baddest girl in the club at night. That's why I support it. But again,
come on now, Maverick. Come on now. All right, guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 75,000 likes. Let's get the shares up to at least 100 shares. Guys, don't spam share, though. We don't want to spam share because it hurt the live. Only send it out like maybe once or twice, and that will help push us out to the FYP. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald, Jimothy Trump, get in the box. And also, if you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. You can also support over on YouTube by sending a YouTube super chat. What up, YouTube? What up, Twitch? You can send a YouTube super chat and actually help support the live. And I will read that message out for you. Psyop, so you said you are a Trump supporter.
I am. I wanted to first start off by thanking you for having me up here.
Oh, well, thank you for coming up. But I have a quick question for you.
I have a quick answer.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Psyop, which one did you vote for? More cruelty, higher prices, less freedom, the love of isms and phobias, or did you just want a king?
Well, all the above are lies.
Okay, so you didn't vote for any of those.
Negative.
Okay, perfect. So you get to play the game. You get to prove me wrong. Psyop, tell me, what did you actually vote for?
Do you not see what's happening, Santana? That we are a country that is feared once again. We have virtually zero illegals coming in.
Undocumented.
We're deporting almost as much as Obama.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
I know ain't no way you said that with a straight face.
Do you need me to do it again?
No, because I'm not going to let you come on Megan Thee Stallion's internet and just tell those big bold-faced lies.
How would they lie, Santana?
Okay, let's start with the whole we're feared. By who?
By who?
Yeah.
If you can't see that we are now a feared country again.
By who?
Then you should be deported.
By who?
By everybody.
Sure,
because if we weren't, after we obliterated Iran's nuclear facilities.
I feel like you're trolling.
Why would I be trolling, Santana?
Because you keep saying like blatantly, outwardly not true things.
But what is not true?
We're not feared. We didn't obliterate anything. I mean, their
Is that your statement?
Their nuclear
Is that your
program,
recorded statement? We didn't
yes,
obliterate it?
yes, yes.
Okay.
I'm on record, and I am gonna say it
Saying that
again.
we
We
did
didn't
not
obliterate
obliterate
anything.
Iranian attacks.
So, like, the whole thing is,
Yes.
even the intelligence agency said, one, we didn't strike Iran's actual nuclear stockpile or whatever, and we only set them back a couple of months. And when you talk about us being feared, the issue with that is, one, no one's scared of Donald Trump. Two, they're actually laughing at Donald Trump, like literally making fun of him in his face. Did you see the Queen of the Netherlands making fun of him in his face?
The Queen of the who?
Queen of the Netherlands.
Exactly. The nether who?
Sure. I mean, I hear you. But again,
that'd be like somebody getting upset at like you making a comment at them, like Santana called me this. Like, who gives a shit?
Sure. So do you want to give me any specific like reasons behind any things that you're saying?
Well, I was, but you kept defending the opposite. So let's
that's what we're doing. It's a debate.
Let's look at just the simple no border crossings. We have no more illegal aliens coming in. We have them set up.
So we have zero border
in an Alcatraz. We have them set up in an Alcatraz. We are going to deport more than Obama did. What did he deport? 44 million?
We're going to deport more than Obama.
What was it? Like 44 million? I don't know exact.
You think he deported 44 million?
Yeah. Well, look it up. I could be wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong about a lot of stuff, friend.
Well, how about this? Prove me wrong real quick. Let's look it up together.
Go ahead and get your source.
Google.
Yeah, I need you to be specific.
Yeah, Google. How many illegals did Obama deport?
Undocumented, friend. You can actually find that information, and it's not just Google, but like go find a specific site.
Santana, they're illegal aliens.
Hey.
Actually, let me dumb it down for you.
No. Hey, listen, Sayab, I'm completely serious.
Let me dumb it down for you.
Sure, I need you to stop for a second and listen.
Okay.
My boundary is.
Oh my God, you liberals!
Sure, my boundary is undocumented.
Are you a dude or are you a girl? Okay. Your boundaries. What are you, some little pussy?
I need you to listen to me, and I'm not joking, okay?
Parker, with my boundaries.
I hear you.
Are you gonna cry?
Listen, I don't crash out because I want to keep this conversation going. I'm being so serious right now. Just listen to me, okay? These are my boundaries. This is my platform. I'm saying, hey, these are the words that I'm comfortable with. Please don't say that because it's dehumanizing. That's all you got to do. All right? And we can keep going.
It's in the law.
Yeah, I
I
hear
don't
you.
make the terms.
Sure. Okay. I'm just gonna say, don't do it again. That's my boundary, and I'm letting you know. James, are you a Trump supporter?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Saya, I genuinely don't think it's worth the conversation because I think you're a troll. Two, like you are blatantly just saying things that you know isn't true. So there's no way that you're here for a good faith conversation. I don't believe it. What up, Doug? Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 75,000 likes. Also, look up at the top, guys. If you see the word follow, that means there we go. Word follow. That means you're not following me. This is the main account now. This is the main account. So make sure you go ahead and hit that follow button so you can actually continue to keep up with me and turn on the notifications. You have to go back in, claim your heart me, but also set the notification so you know when I go live because I like to do some random lives and we're doing that now. James, you are a Trump supporter. I have a question for you.
Sure.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
James, which one did you vote for? More cruelty, higher prices, less freedom, the love of isms and phobias, or did you just want a king?
None of those.
Ooh, okay. So you want to play the game. James, you get to actually prove me wrong. James, what did you vote for?
What did I vote for? Well, I voted for someone.
I'm sorry. One second, James. I'm sorry. One second. Butterby. Thank you so much for the shares, but you don't want to share too many times. It hurts the live. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for sharing it. but we don't want to spam share. I appreciate you so much. I'm sorry, James. Go ahead.
So I voted for someone that obviously was the best candidate, and he was going to bring America back again.
Okay.
We were, I mean, the thing is that the people on the left, they talk about how bad Trump is, but you couldn't beat him. I mean, why is that? Why could you not? He's so bad. He's a 34-time convicted felon. He's a rapist. He's this and that, but you could not beat him. So why is that?
They did. They beat him.
They did beat him? Oh, they did? Oh, he's still president, though, right?
Yeah, no, I'm saying Joseph Robinette Biden beat him.
I'm talking this go around, the last election.
Oh, yeah. It's because the United States of America is a country based in racism, sexism, classism. They also don't understand how things work in the sense of why inflation occurs, and they blame the actual economic state on the Biden-Harris administration, while also saying that they refuse to give this black woman the highest seat in the land. That's why you saw the turnout of the white male vote who turned up and voted in the highest number for Trump ever. More white men came out to vote for Trump than any other candidate ever.
Are you saying that the number of black people that voted for him was down too?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there has never been a time where white men voted for anyone else the way they voted for Trump, because they saw the actual threat to the patriarchal system, because there was a black woman that was directly opposing. I mean, we did see the actual, clash of the patriarchal system with Hillary Clinton as well, but she was a white woman. But the way they felt threatened by this black woman, and also given the cover that they don't understand how economics work, they don't understand what causes inflation. They directly said, oh, the Biden-Harris administration, they made inflation, while completely forgetting that inflation happened all around the world. That's why they voted against Kamala Harris for Donald Trump.
So that must be a script you guys all get, because that's the same answer I've heard time and time again. But again,
true. It's not a script.
Again,
that's true.
Why did they? That was the best candidate you have that you could put up against Donald Trump. That's the best you could have.
So
it sounds to me like you knew
Kamala
that
Harris
you were
only
going to
had
lose.
107 days to actually run an election. It was the best. It was the best candidate for the situation, right? So think about this. Think about this. Whose fault is that? Joe Biden. The fact that Kamala Harris had 107 days to actually run, and she was also the only person that would have had access to the war chest as far as the funds that they had. And you couple that with the fact that she already had a ready-made team somewhat by taking over the Biden campaign team. Like, she was the only one that had the real ability to run a successful campaign within that time frame. Now, other people could have run.
Why did she do so poorly when she ran back? She
didn't. No.
When
she got the third most votes in United States history.
I'm talking previously. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the year.
Yeah, no, we're not talking. You can talk about 2020. That's fine. I'm talking about 2024. She got the third most votes in U.S. history.
Third most votes, but she still lost. And you guys, I don't understand. Why would you blame that on sexism or racism?
Because the United States is a sexist, racist country at its core. It was founded. Hey, James.
So why did so many women vote for Trump then?
James, when the United States wrote the Constitution, who was the Constitution written for?
We the people.
No, it's not. Who actually who are the beneficiaries of the Constitution? Who had direct access and rights in the Constitution when it was written?
I don't know. You want me to say white people?
It's not even just white people.
What is it?
It's super specific, actually. When the Constitution was written, the only ones that were actually given rights in the original Constitution was white men that own land. And everyone else past that point had to be given rights. There had to be amendments added to give other people their rights. So it's not even
so
like white people. It's not even white men. It's white men that own land.
Let me ask you a question, and I don't know the answer to this. What is the number of white men who own land compared to everybody else? What number is that?
Right now or then? What are you talking about?
No, then back then, yeah.
I don't know. Why does that matter?
Well, why would you bring that up then?
Because
You're the
that's
one that
what the
brought it up.
Constitution. No, I brought it up because that's who the Constitution was written for. That's why. Do you not understand
Right.
what I'm saying? Are you missing the point, James?
I understand what you're saying, but you totally just said to your own question that it
No,
didn't
James,
matter
stop and
about
listen
white
for a
men owning
second.
land.
Listen, bud. I said the reason why these people voted for Donald Trump over Kamala Debbie Harris is because the United States is steeped in racism, sexism, classism, and they also don't understand how things work. You said, how is that so? I said, well, think about it. The United States was actually born, bred, and written into its actual constitution, racism, sexism, and classism. And that's how.
So why is it then? That's why I'm asking you. Why is it then that women and black people voted for Trump? If he's racist and sexist, why did black people and white
Sure.
women, black women vote for him?
Well, first and foremost, people aren't a monolith, but also it's proximity to power, right? You talk about the patriarchal system. You have people who specifically think that they can actually gain access to that patriarchal system by their vote, by their proximity to set power, not understanding that you'll never have access to it because it doesn't work that way. So you have black people, black men specifically. It's a rampant thing. It's weird. For some reason, they think that the closer they get to certain white men and certain levers of power, they think that they can actually attain that same status. It doesn't work that way. Women internalize misogyny, right? You have some women who just sit here and say, James, do you know some women were saying like, I don't think a woman can be president. Not that, oh, she's not qualified or, oh, she doesn't do this or do that. The only premise they had was, I don't think a woman can be president.
I think a woman can be president. Yeah,
I do
absolutely.
too.
I don't.
I do too.
I don't.
But now,
I don't think Kamala Harris. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me whether it's Republican or Democrat. I don't vote for someone with an R or a D.
I'm not saying you did. I'm just telling you, like, that was a way that certain people actually, like, there were women justifying that, saying that I don't think another woman could be president.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't know if there's ever going to be a time in America where, a woman. I don't know if it will, but I don't know that the time in America was good for us to have a convicted felon either. I don't think it was. I don't think, and that's what happened. I know he's a felon, but
I mean, and not only is he a felon, Donald Trump is the worst of the worst, right? Donald Trump is a populist candidate. And more so, the people that were willing to vote for Donald Trump, they voted for him because of either hate or he made them feel good, right? And so what it boils down to is Donald Trump didn't put out any type of policy, any type of legislation. Donald Trump didn't put out any type of real plans. Donald Trump just told the people, I want to do this, and I want to do that, and I want to do this. And he didn't actually back up how he was going to do any of those things. And people just believed it because of the way that he made them feel.
Oh, I agree with that. He talked about ending the war on day one. And we knew that wasn't going to happen. That was a campaign promise.
But you know what's wild though? People believe that. There were certain Trump voters that actually believed that he was so strong that he was going to do it.
No, I get it. I know. And that's campaign promises. There's a lot of lies that told on the campaign trail, unfortunately. But that's my point too, is that what was I going to say? We were talking about, if Kamala Harris was president, okay, I'm thinking of countries that treat women like crap, right? Countries that don't look at women like you and I do, like they're human. Mm. If she was to meet with a leader, like let's say the leader of Iran or the leader of, they treat women like absolute garbage. How do you think that would have gone? I mean, I don't know if I ever heard the answer to that question. How would that have gone?
You know what I have a problem with when it comes to that stance. A lot of people have said that, but the issue with that stance is she would have been standing behind the seal, the presidential seal of the United States of America. So I always say, you ain't got to like me, but you got to respect me. And that's exactly what would have happened, right? No matter if they looked at her as, oh, that's just a woman. Yeah, okay, cool. That's also the president of the United States of America. And when you are faced with that, like it's a different thing. And so even you can look at like you can look at the actual way that people treat Donald Trump internationally. Like I don't think that Donald Trump is smart. I don't think that Donald Trump is a good person. I don't think Donald Trump has a lot of redeemable qualities, but he still demands respect because he is technically the president of the United States of America. And so there's other world leaders that don't like him, who wish they didn't have to deal with him, that if they could, they would just like, flip him off or whatever, but they don't do that because he's still the president of the United States. Now, they may make fun of him behind his back, but he's still the president. And that would be the same thing.
Don't you think that when they saw Biden, and then they're not dumb, they saw his policies and the way she taught, that it not necessarily was going to change anything, that she was going to come to power. Her policies are going to be the same as Biden's, as far as they were concerned.
Policies.
I'm saying, as far as the world is concerned, they're going to look at her like she's not going to do anything different than Joe Biden. And they look at Joe Biden as a joke. He couldn't hardly talk. He couldn't hardly toward the end of his presidency. He couldn't do, the things that, he was declining. Obviously, we know that. So he couldn't run for another 4 years.
And I agree, right? Joe Biden should not be president for another 4 years, but Donald Trump shouldn't either. Like, people for some reason act like they're massive years apart or whatever. They're not. They're literally 3 years apart. Right. It's wild how people actually people try to portray this as something that is not. And so like they're
I know, but people in the chat, I don't always read the chat, but some are saying that the people in the world, the world leaders, respected Biden. He was falling asleep, and they didn't respect him.
He wasn't.
They did.
He wasn't. You know what's funny about that whole thing, though? Donald Trump is literally falling asleep, like literally falling asleep in public. Like that's the wild thing for people to call him "quote unquote" Sleepy Joe, and for Donald Trump to literally be falling asleep in public.
I haven't seen you though. I didn't. Yeah, I guess I didn't.
He fell asleep at the Pope's funeral. He fell asleep at his military parade. He fell asleep at the the Citadel graduation. Like he keeps falling asleep in public.
Yeah, I honestly, it's probably a lot of my. Sometimes you get that stuff from TikTok, and I guess I'm on the wrong side of TikTok. You'll see him falling asleep at them venues, but anyway, no, I appreciate having me up. I'm probably not the best guest. You could probably bring someone else up. I gotta send to my kid and stuff. So I respect someone's platform. Maybe we vote different sides. I don't have a problem with someone. I'm not a misogynist and racist or what. I don't stand for it, but I didn't vote for prom king and queen either. It's tough. It's tough because was he the greatest? Was he the best candidate we had? No, but that's what they brought. That's what they brought to the table. No,
like I think for there's a lot to it. But anyway, listen, I appreciate you coming up. I'll go ahead and drop you down. Thank you.
Thanks. You bet.
All right. Guys, only request up if you are a Trump supporter. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, please go ahead and request up, and we will go ahead and get things started. I don't know what that is. If you'd like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. All the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you're on YouTube, like the stream. Also, make sure you hit that follow. I'm only like 100 and something away from hitting 5,000 followers on YouTube. So if you're not following me on YouTube, make sure you follow me. A lot of people watch but don't necessarily follow. And last but not least, guys, knock out that daily gift code. We have the little roses. We need to go ahead and take care of the roses. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. We are only talking to Trump supporters. This is Sparring with Santana. You can't hold on. We got them loading here. Sorry. You can't take the truth. Or you can't handle the truth. I'm sorry. What can I call you?
Whatever you want.
No. I mean, like, is there a name that you can give me that I can instead of that?
No, I mean, pick any of the words out of that.
Sure, I'm going to call you Bob. Bob, are you a Trump supporter?
I did vote for him, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Bob, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Bob, which one did you vote for? More cruelty, higher prices, less freedom, the love of isms and phobias, or did you just want a king?
Yeah, none of the above.
Okay, cool. So you want to actually play the game. Cool. Bob, you get to prove me wrong. What did you vote for?
I mean, we can go into that. I just wanted to kind of follow up on the last conversation you were having with the last guy.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Okay, so one, you said there's no examples of Joe Biden falling asleep in public.
No, I said Joe Biden wasn't, or at least I didn't see it, but I mean, I'm not saying that he didn't, but I said the interesting part about this is the fact that Donald Trump keeps falling asleep in public and no one's saying anything about that.
All right.
The fact that they coined the term Sleepy Joe while Donald Trump can't keep his eyes open in public.
All right. So two things about that. One, there's many instances of Joe Biden falling asleep in public at the environmental summit and at the Israel meetings. I mean, you just look it up. You obviously did the research to name instances of Trump doing it, so you should at least do your due diligence on both sides, right?
What does that have to? I've never once like had a problem with the whole quote unquote Sleepy Joe or whatever. Like the point that I'm trying to make is like the hypocrisy between people who held this standard for Joe Biden but won't hold that standard for Donald Trump. Like I believe both of them are old, right? Both of them are old men. And both of them, like that doesn't shock me, but it's the double standard that the Trump supporters have to not call out Donald Trump for the same thing that they tried to call Joe Biden out for.
Okay, I mean that's pretty easy to figure out. One of the examples you gave at the Pope's funeral is from a picture where everyone had their head down praying.
It's not. It was a video. I watched the video, and I'm not talking about a picture. There's actual video footage of all the ones that I named. He was asleep beside Melania while Melania had her eyes open, looking forward. He was
agree to disagree on that.
No, I'm not going to agree to disagree. You're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
Sure, I actually saw the video. You tried to say that there was a picture while everyone had their head down praying. No, I'm telling you, I've seen the video of all of these. These are not pictures. These are actual videos where he is asleep.
Okay, do you have it then?
Sure.
In the meantime, if you look at...
No. I need you to stay right here with me.
You just want to sit in silence right now? Yep. Or your viewers are dropping, but all right.
That's fine. Viewers come, viewers go.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. Just walk into a wind tunnel?
I just walked into outside for a moment, but should be good.
I'm trying to find something that's like the actual unedited version, because there's a lot of people who did commentary on this, and I'm trying to pull it so it's not something that's, showing for what other people did.
Yeah. So I can find you videos of Joe Biden sleeping in about 2 seconds. So I don't know what's taking.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm confused with what that has to do with anything, because
like reality versus.
It's the double standard, right? And that's the point. I mean, I'm not talking about the actual I'm not talking about Joe Biden didn't fall asleep. Again, that's not the point that I had. The point is there's a double standard that's being held for Donald Trump, and it's not being held. I'm sorry, it wasn't something that you guys specifically went after Joe Biden and said that Joe Biden was Sleepy Joe, while completely disregarding Donald Trump doing the same thing. And that's the point. Here it is. Here's the video. Him sleeping. Melania's up. He's asleep. And then he woke up, right? There's multiple videos of him doing just that. Here's him at his military parade, right? Melania is side by side. He's sleeping in public, just knocked out. So I genuinely don't care that you guys call Joe Biden Sleepy Joe or any crap like that. And I'm not saying that Joe Biden didn't fall asleep in public. What I'm saying is that you guys are hypocritical because you don't hold the same standards for Donald Trump as you held for Joe Biden.
Now, what is the key difference here between the examples of Biden falling asleep and what you just showed me?
I'm so confused why you're harping on this Biden fall asleep thing. Like that's strange.
Because you're looking for hypocrisy here. And in the examples you gave, he's sitting watching a parade or at a funeral. He's not interacting with people. Joe Biden is sitting at a table of other world leaders where they're supposed to be having a conference, sleeping. There's a difference there.
Yeah, it's not. Hold on for a second. What the fuck is happening? It's not. And see, that's the point that I'm trying to make. That's the point that I'm trying to make. It's really not. And the entire difference is the left is willing to call out the BS where the right absolutely will not do so. And it's weird.
See how he's at a conference table here, supposed to be interacting with world leaders, and he's sleeping.
Okay, I'm legitimately confused as far as what's your point. Like, what's the actual point?
Even if Trump dozed off sitting at that parade, that doesn't change anything. If he dozed off at the funeral, that doesn't do anything.
But what's the point?
Setting, supposed to be.
What's the point? They're both old. They both sleep in public. I'm willing to agree to that. Are you willing to agree with that? They're both old and they both keep falling asleep in public.
See this? Look, he's interacting. He's mid-conversation.
Hey, Bob.
Mid-conversation.
Bob, what is the point?
That there's a difference between mid-conversation.
No, they're both old and they're both sleeping in public. Why is it so hard for you to say that, Bob? Why is it so hard for you to admit that the person that you support is an old man? Because he is the oldest president to ever assume the office of the presidency. For when he got sworn into the office of the presidency for this term, he became the oldest president to do so. Why is that so hard?
Because if you look at his schedule, what he does flies around the world from country to country.
He doesn't. Donald Trump doesn't. You know, the presidential schedules are published, and Donald Trump's schedule is often very clear. I'm sorry, often very what is it? Not closed off, but they block out his schedule, and then he spends a majority of his time down in Florida golfing on the weekend. So I'm confused as far as what you're talking about.
So he hasn't been in multiple countries already in the few months he's been.
Yeah, he has, but he's the president of the United States. He doesn't have this crazy schedule that you're trying to make. He doesn't even have the schedule that he had his first term. You understand that, right? And again, he's old. Like, it's weird that you guys keep trying to, for some reason, stick up and say, it's really not that hard to say that he's old. He is.
No one's saying about his age. The point is that you're comparing to a guy that clearly is mentally
you see
to a guy that,
you know, this is why you're having this type of reaction, because you see the same things that you guys criticize Joe Biden for. You're seeing those same things in Donald Trump. You're seeing those same things in Donald Trump, and you're refusing to actually engage with those things, because if you do, then you would have to admit that your superhero Donnie is nothing more than an old man. The way that you guys accused Joe Biden, there's no degrees of separation between Joe Biden and Donald Trump as far as anything that you guys have said. Donald Trump has continued to actually. Donald Trump, sure. Donald Trump has continued to actually ramble and say weird things all the time. Thank you so much for the baby dragon. Donald Trump fell up the stairs of Air Force One. Donald Trump falls asleep in public.
Caught himself.
He
caught
did
himself.
all of the things that you guys said that Joe Biden did.
Example, dude.
It's
perfect
the same thing.
A guy missed a step, caught himself, and was right back on the stairs without falling.
Joe Biden did the exact same
Joe
thing.
Biden
but
fell
when you
5 times, dude.
dude, come on. You
up the stairs.
The whole thing is,
You're kidding, right?
It's the hypocrisy.
You're kidding, right?
You're an absolute hypocrite. It's weird. You're a hypocrite.
You're comparing a millisecond blip.
No,
to a
I'm
5
comparing 2 old
continuous...
men, and for some reason, it's making you feel so intimidated that you can't even say like your old man is an old man. It's weird. You're being a hypocrite.
By Biden falling up the stairs, I'm intimidated. Do you know what intimidating means?
You're being weird because you can't actually. It's like such a thing in your head that if you admit that your candidate, that this guy that you consider to be a strong superhero is not that, then it's going to somehow reflect on you. Like, that's weird.
Dude, look at that. 1, 2, 3. He's falling up the stairs.
What does any of this have to do with the double standard?
That you can't differentiate between the two things is insane. You're supposed to be doing this for a living, and you can't tell the difference.
1, I don't do this for a living. 2, the double standard is absolutely wild. Again, I am willing to say that yes, Joe Biden was old.
Watch this,
bro. I'm okay.
Look.
Sure. This is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Hold on. I need you to lock in for me for a second, Bob. I need you to lock in for me.
You turn it off, right?
Bob,
you turn
yes,
it off.
I did, because I need you to lock in for me for a second. I need you to hear me when I say this, Bob. Are you ready? Are you ready? Bob, are you there?
Well, you're not going to say anything.
Bob,
too
are you
amazing.
there?
Like,
okay, cool.
I don't need to break
Bob,
myself for your
so I don't give a fuck about Joe Biden. I don't. Okay. One, he wasn't the candidate. Kamala Harris was. 2, he's not the president. Donald Trump is. So you talking about Joe Biden because you're hyper fixated on this one point. Sure. Let's talk about Donald Trump right here, right now, bud. Why are you so? What, guys? We got some new subs. We got some new stickers. Drop the "What about Biden" stickers. We got drop the "What about Biden" stickers in the chat, because all you're doing right now is "What about Biden? What about Biden?" It's weird.
You might want to get your
Let's talk about the actual president of the United States right now.
You were talking about
so
Biden
listen, cool. Okay, Bob. So like I said, Bob, I said, which did you vote for? And you immediately said, "What about Biden?" Kimber, thank you so much for the subscription. You're absolutely amazing. So let's talk about your daddy, your superhero, your Mango Mussolini, your Mandarin Messiah.
So what do you want to know about him?
Oh, I don't want to know anything about him. I want to know, why did you vote for him?
Why?
Also, you muted yourself. You're muted. Yeah. There we go.
All the reasons he won the election are the reasons people voted for him.
No, I said, why did you vote for him?
Originally, I voted against
in this election, in the past 2024 election. Why did you vote for Donald Jimothy Trump?
Because his policies were better for the country.
Sure. Nuke to your head. Name 3 Donald Trump policies. Go.
Fiscal.
Nope, that's not a policy.
What do you mean that's not a policy?
Name an actual policy. Go.
Tax policy.
That's not a policy either. I'll give you one. Give you one.
Wait, tax codes are not policies?
The big beautiful bill. There's one. Now name 2 more.
The big beautiful bill encompasses a dozen things.
That's the actual policy that was passed. Now give me 2 more. Go.
Well, he's been in office for less than half a year.
Sure, you can take it from his first term as well. Go.
Again, the tax cuts, the border control.
No. So I'll give you the TCJA because that's what you're going for. I'll give you. So that's 2. So I gave you 1. You came up with another one. Give me 1 more Donald Trump policy. Oh, you're Googling it. Good job. I hear you typing. You don't know his policies. You just lied, bud. I know
didn't
his
say that at
policies.
all.
I know what he
I know,
actually.
dude. I know more
what
than
he
you do
passed.
about any topic you want to talk
No, you don't, because you don't even know his policies.
Okay, then explain this to me. How come there was a surplus in June? Unexpected surplus of $27 billion. If he's such an idiot, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, from the tariffs? Is that what you're referring to?
Is that your answer?
Wait, are you referring to the actual quote unquote money that we brought in from tariffs? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm referring to a surplus in the month of June.
But that's a very general statement. Now answer my question specifically. Are you referring to the actual are you referring to the actual money that
to tariff?
Yeah. What's a tariff, bud?
It's an import tax.
Okay, and who pays the tariffs in the end? I don't want to play these songs and dances. Who pays the tariffs in the end?
In large part, to date, the importer, not the end consumer.
Fucking wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're absolutely
the CEO
wrong.
of Amazon, the Philadelphia Fed.
You're absolutely wrong. You're absolutely wrong, and you're absolutely disingenuous, because what happens is
I just gave you two sources. What's your source?
Sure. Wait. Okay. What did you say?
The Philadelphia Fed
says what? What does the Philadelphia Fed say?
That tariff costs are not being passed on to consumers. They're
sure.
Being heavily...
Give me that specific site so I can get to it. You said Philadelphia Fed.
Just look it up, dude. You have a computer. You know
no, I do. Now tell me how to get there specifically, because
you want me to do your job for you?
Well, again, not my job, but you said that you had a source,
and
I want to see that.
Trying to find a video
I want to see that actual source that you're referring to, because you're lying. But I'm calling you out on your lie in real time. So Philadelphia Fed says that what tariffs, say it again. What am I looking for?
I'm going to pull it up for you, but
sure.
They said that the tariffs have not been passed on to the consumers. As did the CEO of Amazon.
Yeah, I'm looking for what you said. Philadelphia Feds. Where I'm exactly here. So tell me where to look for. I Googled exactly what you said. I'm even at the Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia.
I'm pulling it
actually,
up for
you know what's funny? Like the information here going to the what is this, the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta, and even Liberty Street Economist specifically says that tariffs are largely passed on to consumers in form of higher prices. So I need to see that specific source that you just gave that contradicts the actual information that are listed here. Like I need to see that, bud.
All right, I'm getting it for you.
And I'm even reading the actual information.
Right now, why don't you practice your spin ahead of time?
No, I don't give a shit about what you're trying to say. I want that actual source that you just told me about. Give me where you saw that, because I'm looking at something right here with the actual Federal Reserve Bank of Philadelphia that says the exact opposite of what you're saying, bud. So give me the one where it's telling me that the actual tariffs aren't being passed on to consumers.
Okay. Here's one article right here, CBS News.
No. You just told me, you said that the Philadelphia Fed said that the tariffs were not being passed on to consumers. I came here, I'm on the site, I have what the Philadelphia Bank Reserve, the actual Fed, has said, and it does not say what you just said. Why are you teacupping?
I'm pulling up the link. What do you mean why?
How are you pulling up the link? If you're sitting in front of your computer typing, why did you have to teacup?
Because I have ChatGPT app on my phone and this computer's not logged into
Why
it.
the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
What do you not understand about that?
Stop fucking lying.
What do you not understand about that?
You're lying. You're lying. You're not even good
Still,
at this.
I'm gonna show you. And why don't you practice your spin now?
Sure, I don't need to practice shit. I just need that source. Go. Guys, as this guy tries to get the information that does not exist, do all the wonderful things, guys. Tap the screen, share the live. I would say donate, but it looks like something's going on with my accounts. So if you want to send a Cash App, you can send a Cash App. Santana Speaks 24. Something's happening with PayPal and Venmo. I got to check that out. But you can always send a YouTube super chat as well. And make sure you follow, guys. If you look up at the top and it says follow, that means you're not following me. This is the main account now. Make sure that you actually follow this account. Bob, you got that source, bud? Or you can just say no.
Hold on one.
Bro, going to ChatGTP, looking for ChatGTP to save him. Yeah, no. I think he's also doing that. I think he realized that he lost, and that's exactly what he's doing, chat. Don't worry about it.
So I didn't realize anything because the inflation data has shown every month that there's been no significant.
We're not talking about inflation. We're not talking about inflation.
Yes, we're talking about the Philadelphia Fed.
No, you made a complete statement, and you said the Philadelphia Fed stated that the actual cost of tariffs are not being passed on to consumers. Now, I know why the inflation rate is actually going up at a slower pace. I understand that, but that's not the claim that you made. You said specifically that the actual cost of tariffs don't get passed on because you tried to use the whole quote unquote unexpected unexpected surplus of 27 billion. It wasn't unexpected. When you actually implement tariffs, the consumers pay that additional cost. Now, Bud, I need you to find that source from the Philadelphia Fed that says that consumers don't pay the actual cost. Or you can just say that you don't have it or you lied and we can just keep moving. Also, let me go back and say W's in the chat for Brenda over on YouTube that's in a $2 YouTube super chat to say Bob sees politics as red and blue. Yeah, a red and blue game. He absolutely does. That's weird. Also, W's in the chat for E. Cray, who sent a $20 YouTube super chat. Thank you so much. You're absolutely, absolutely amazing. Yeah, I don't like the fact that this guy keeps teacupping. I don't believe him either. I think that he's absolutely doing the thing. You know what happens when they when they lose a debate and they get upset, they start, reporting. That's why they start teacupping. That's exactly what happens. Anyway, guys, listen. I hate to do this to you, but I said that I was here for a good time, not a long time, and I absolutely mean that. I only had a short amount of time for some debates. But guys, look up at the top. If you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Go ahead and follow this account. This is the main account. This is the main account. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Turn on your notifications so you know when I go live. I will be back this evening at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific for Late Nights with Santana. Late Nights with Santana. We get rocking and rolling later this evening. It's going to be a new look, new feel. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Guys, do all the wonderful things. I'm going to go ahead and hit this outro, and we got to break out. I'm sorry. I got things to do. I just had a few minutes to stop in, but I wanted to do it. Let's hit this outro. W's in the chat for Gabe, who sent the $5 donation over on YouTube, sent the YouTube super chat to say something for your stellar patience. Gabe, you're freaking awesome. Thank you so much for that donation. Guys, they're not good. They're not good at this. They're not good at this, but we are better. Listen, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being absolutely amazing. I love each and every one of you. Again, this is the last opportunity. If you look up here and you see the word follow, go ahead and hit that follow button. Turn on the notifications so you know when I go live, because we got to go live. We go live. We do all the things. Listen, guys, I love you so much. Thank you all for the taps, the likes, the shares, the gifts. Thank you all for being here. I will see you all later on this evening. I love you all. And as always,